super excited to be playing Loud Women Fest. So OK Bye have been a band for just over 3 years, but we've been through quite a lot of different iterations. So we started out as just a two-piece, so it's just me and Tom, our drummer. And then we made the radical decision to become like a real band. And now we have the amazing Abby Crisp shredding on guitar, and yeah, strong little three-piece at the moment, and then we have kind of different people filling in on bass each time.
Already feel like I'm getting too old to waste all of my time. Can't face the guilt when I know half my life's not even mine to decide. But when you've already spent your day doing whatever your boss has to say, it can be hard to have the motivation to do something just for me.
The influences in the band between us as members are so drastically different, which is why I think we sound fairly unique. So I definitely like grew up on like proper like indie pop, like indie trash, you know, but like I've always loved like melody. That's my main thing, like vocal melody. Like I love like Florence and the Machine. I love like Daughter, and I listen to quite different music now, but like for me it's all about the song and like the lyrics and the yeah, whereas Abby makes these like amazing, like really kind of horrible but perfect guitar sounds, and Tom is just like a full-blown robot. Like his sense of rhythm is unbelievable, and also his way of like piecing the songs together is really good. And he has a lot, what both of them have a lot more of like kind of harder, like more like punk influences, like, and Abby likes a lot of like I guess like singer-songwriter, but with like really interesting guitar. So I think it all melds together to make something that's like doesn't sound like a copy paste of someone else. So Wasted, our new single, was a really big deal because it's the first music that we've put out in a really long time, and it's the first thing we've ever put out as a three-piece. So it was our first chance for people to actually hear what we sound like live, because a lot of the time people will see us live and they're like, oh my god, can they listen to it? And we're like, yeah, but it's all EPs from years ago. So really good to have something out. It's super important to us because it was recorded at our home studio, No Luck Audio, which Tom runs. He's an amazing audio engineer, so it was really fun to get to do that all together. And Wasted itself is about, it's like a wake-up call. It's like a wake-up call that I wish that I'd had when I was younger and just in like terrible relationships. And I just wasted a lot of time on people that definitely didn't deserve that time, and it's, I want other people to listen to it and be raging about that, and either like kind of commiserate their horrible relationships and be like happy that they're out of them, or maybe it will be like a, you know what, yeah, I'm gonna stop wasting my time with that. Obviously we're a band with female and LGBT members, but when I say that, I feel like it pushes our male drummer out of the ranks, and he is honestly like the strongest ally that anyone could possibly ask for. And I feel like Loud Women really get that, and they get the inclusivity. Like even calling themselves Loud Women, like they're not like this is only for women, you know. It's not about that, and I'm really here for that, and I'm here for having the platform. And it's also I've noticed like more and more over the last few years, because I've been kind of following Loud Women for the last like 4-ish years or so, like every single bill each year is like more diverse, like both like with race, sexuality, like it's great. I love to see that. I think it's a sad truth that places like gigs and festivals definitely need those people, and it's one of those things where like in an ideal world charities wouldn't exist because the government and people themselves would sort their shit out. Am I allowed to swear? But thank God that we do have them. And I think just like a gig I played the other day where we supported cheerleaders and Safer Gigs for Women, that's what it's called, were there, and they were just so nice, and like they didn't have to get involved because obviously it was the nicest crowd ever, but just knowing they were there and just having that presence is like a big flag to say like this is a really nice safe space. But yeah, I think it's one of those things where until nothing's happening, until there's no incidents, nobody is getting harassed in the crowd, no one's having someone speaking down to them or whatever it might be, it's just so great that people are there. They're there for us. But I've got to say that like my quite short time that I've been in bands, like I've experienced like a really lovely group of people. Like I've experienced almost none of the negative things that I've seen people that have been in the scene for a longer time talking about. Like a lot of people that speak to me, like where I might think that, oh, they look like the sort of person that might, you know, they're kind of sidling up to me after the gig, like there's some like random white bloke who's like in his 40s and he's like, you guys were great, and I'm like, thanks, you know, like it's not, yeah, I think largely people out there are good people, but obviously there's still some wankers, sadly. So I was actually quite surprised. There was more that I hadn't come across than I thought there would be, but that's quite exciting because, you know, I just want to discover new bands, and that's literally why I've started following Loud Women in the first place. But there's a couple of people in there that we've played with or that I would love to play with and I'm really excited for. So we supported Libra at the Lanes in Bristol a while back, and we were on the same lineup as Queen Cult, and they were so fun, and they were like a real good callback to sort of indie music that I used to listen to, but with a lot more depth, and they were just really nice people. I also saw Chroma for the first time recently at Wales Goes Pop, which was such a good little festival. I'd listened to them, but I'd never seen them, and yeah, again, such a good, like, I love bands put on like a really good live show, and I really try and channel that. And then speaking of like putting on an amazing live show, I'm really looking forward to seeing Lambrini Girls, because I've not seen them, but like everything, like I think I've met at least one of them just like kind of around, and they all seem really cool, and like they just love what they're doing, and they just don't really care what anyone else thinks, and I'm so about that.
Sometimes I wanna be bored.